Hello guys, how are we doing? Phil Kent here, and just bring you another Facebook Live. It's all part of the challenge that I set myself a couple of weeks back. On that challenge was basically over a 30-day period to do myself 100 Facebook Lives, 100 Facebook posts, and also 100 video shorts or reels. And this is Facebook Live number 2. I did one on the way back from the gym this morning. I've got another one scheduled later on for 5 p.m. That's my live at 5. And so this is just my one of my regular sort of time slots, round about the sort of 2-ish mark. It's not sort of set in stone anymore, but it's one that I do. So basically today I was going to touch a little bit more on the OLSP program, mainly because there's big change. That's exactly what I just turned that off, excuse me. I always forget to mute the phone because it makes all sort of notification sounds that sort of get on your nerves after a while. Yeah, I just want to touch on the OLSP program because you may have noticed I've been sort of banging on about that lately, mainly because I was scrolling down just trying to find the live feed. Sorry about that. Weeks back. Excuse me, guys, 1 second. Forgot normally do the phone before I come on. I forgot all about it, and it was just started pinging. So I've just muted it all off. So yeah, the OLSP program is currently going through a major site change. It's not launched just yet, but we're matter of weeks away, probably less than that, hopefully. And in that new site change, there's some big changes coming now. A lot of people may not know what the OLSP program is all about. Knock, hold up a second. I've just seen the wonderful Ills. 1 second, Ills, I've just seen you. I was looking at the phone. Give me 2 seconds, guys, because I'm just going to drop a link into Ills. There you go, Ills. Okay, just come back over. There we go. It was, yeah, you got the link in your inbox now, but just throw the headphones on in case she pops in. So yeah, I just want to talk about the OLSP program. We don't talk about it a lot. We do talk about value and all sorts of things. Talking of value, here she is, our latest superstar.
Hey.
Hey, superstar. You're rocking and rolling at the moment, aren't you?
A little bit, yeah.
Why do you keep muting yourself? Come on, just
you
leave.
hear that?
Only just. Don't worry about it.
Only just, okay.
If it gets too noisy, I'll say, Ills, you know, another dominator I hear. Well done.
Another dominator with another dominator on the hair.
Wow. Has this come from your divas or your DMs or?
No, from Connection. She's my coach. She was my coach.
Connections.
Yeah.
But there you go. But that's a great point, though, isn't it? This is from Connections. See, I mean, this is what we do. This is what people do. People just arrive, don't they? They just reach out. I mean, and I love things like this because we sit here and bang on about these sort of things. Keep being consistent. Get out there, etc. People come to you, and people can sort of hear it and sort of think, yeah. But it happens, doesn't it? I mean, you've just proved it again. This is a connection just come to you and got somebody straight in, probably been watching what you've been doing, seeing the results. That's all it takes.
Know me, who I am, how I work.
Yes.
I don't represent programs that not are valuable. I don't promote what I don't believe in.
Very true. I mean, and it does pay off. I mean, I had that example when I went away to holiday in Turkey a couple of weeks back. You know, a guy upgraded Dominator while I was out there. You know, I mean, I wasn't too heavily focused on the work side of things, but I had to keep a message an eye on the phone, just of things like that coming through. And he messaged me while I was out there, and he said he wanted to upgrade. He does have a link to give him, etc. And of course, took time out. Yeah, of course. And that was someone, this was the guy, I don't know if you remember, I mentioned it before, this was the guy that started watching me on the 50-day challenge. This is the one who appeared on day 37 out of nowhere and just said, I've been watching your challenge, and he just came out of nowhere, and then next thing you know, he's a dominator while I was out. I mean, again, be consistent. These things happen.
Be consistent.
People just don't get it sometimes, do they? And they do. It does happen. They come to you. It comes to you, doesn't it?
It is. They're watching you, your podcast or what you're doing is playing in the people. It's not this moment that people will see and never will see it again. No, that's social media for you. It's out there, and it's spreading around. And that's the power of social media that we are using.
And that's why it's so important to get yourself out there all the time and just be consistent, people. I mean, because I know when I used to do a lot of YouTube videos, like reviewing programs and stuff like that, and build sort of training websites for team members and that. This is way back when on previous stuff. And I've had people come to me before that have said, "Oh, I've been watching your videos for months." That's what they use, months. And I like what you do, and I'd like to get on board with such and such. And you're thinking, months, you know? And I spoke to a friend of mine, Edward Keats. I don't know if you know him. He's very big in Live Good and that, you know. And he said, "I've had it years, Phil." He said, "Well, people have just done nothing, literally for years, you know, but still watching. They follow him on Facebook, follow his YouTube. He's got a big YouTube channel, you know. Hey, Margaret, nice to see you. We've got a big star. I'm looking on the phone as well. Got a massive star and like and love sign from Margaret. You can't see it on here, but this is what happens, and this is why you got to be consistent. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes. Yeah.
And we've both been there, wasn't we? Sometimes it feels like you're doing this, done, and you're not getting anywhere. We've both been there. People say they haven't been there. I just the line, basically, you know. This is what happens, you know. You can't see this. She's actually put a great big star emoji. It's appeared on my phone, but not on here. And we've all been there, haven't we? Where you think nothing's happening, but you just have to, sometimes you won't see what's the best way to describe it? You won't see the actual results.
The immediate results, the actual result is there, but it's in the future.
Yes, that's a great way of putting it. You put it better than me. You just got to keep doing it, and these people are going to pop up. Like, I mean, look at you. You're having a great 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah. You're on a roll. But my God, you put in the hours for it, Ilse. You put in the work.
I put in everything, or if I believe it will work, I will put in the hours for that. Now, something new's coming up because it's something that I wanted to start a long time ago. But then Leah came up and Leah said, "Yes, we have to do this, Ilse, digital divas with women." And I was like, "Yeah, you put in the concept in it. Now I get it." And this evening our podcast goes live.
This evening, woohoo!
This evening,
I did enjoy the bloopers, especially
the fly.
The fly was great. Yeah, the fly was great. You know, I waited for a big book to come out and go. You know.
No, not yet. Almost a laptop smashed it.
Yeah, but it is great. It really is. I mean, you know, well done, because you put in a lot of hours, a lot of time, and so it's nice when your work pays off.
It's still searching things, and I do it for the group. So I know we have moms in, we have people in who still work. Not give them the bulge and say figure itself out. No, I will do it, and I will see what's working, what's not, and that's my hours. My hours online are the same as them. They have, I think, the hours online that they do are the same as mine, but the back office things, what I do, that's my extra. Work I do, and that's a lot. That is a lot.
It is a lot. But you know, so when you get the results, you fully deserve the meals because you put in so much time. You're a good example of what we do. You know, you're putting in the hours, and now you're starting to see the rewards for
results, and people who attracting the people I want to attract.
Yeah. That's exactly right. I mean, and you can be choosy. Yeah. I mean, I've had a couple of long calls with two of my dominators just recently. Just that they've been struggling in completely two different areas, and that's what we're here for. At the end of the day, we don't mind putting in time for those that are working hard. They're still on board. They needed clearing up on a few things. I had nearly an hour call with one of them on Saturday. Going through all sorts of stuff, and he was struggling to get his head around some of the emails and the Magic Link. So I really helped him get his sort of head around it. Because that's what we do. You know, I mean, I said to you, it took me a long while to get it. You know, if you don't quite, but I said to him, once you get it, it would just go, it will look so easy. You know.
Yeah, but it's something new.
Just
and
something
I
new.
believe
Yes.
before you get it, like, okay, this is not this, and what does it? Yeah, you never saw it
Yeah.
before.
That's right.
It's like
You know,
seeing the
that-
first stain a platypus and saying that's a mammal. You say no, it has a beak. No, it's a mammal.
I love your analogies; they're great. But you know, that's what we do. You know, we don't. We work with a willing. We always say it. We work with a willing. You know, he's been on board. He's willing to put. He wants to spend some money on traffic. I've been telling him how Derek works. I feed him back what Derek fed back to me, and he's very interested about following that path. But obviously, he's being very sensible because he says he wants to make sure he gets it before he puts his money, which is a sensible way to do it instead of just throwing. And he started to get it towards the end, but I did say to him, "Have you watched that Magic Link Training Back that I told you to watch?" No, I went.
Oh no, that's training.
You know,
that's
I said,
why.
you've got to go and watch it. He's seen it
Yeah.
once, but I said you've got to watch it again. You know, especially now, you'll understand it so much better. So go watch it again. And I said, and what I recommend, I said, watch that, then watch the Toffee Method. I said everything will change. You know,
Yes.
and I said keep watching it until you get it. You know, until you get it. So that's what we have to do. I mean, you can't just watch everything once and take it in. None of us can. None of us are super geniuses that can take everything in. You know. But hey, I mean, you've done really well. I'm really proud of you. You know, I mentioned you on my morning live this morning. She said,
you did?
I did. She's trying to. Is your sound getting loud? A bit louder.
Yeah.
You've always got something going on. No, I did because I was speaking on the way. I did me live on the way back from the gym this morning, and I was talking about how people need to, if they want to get over their lives, the best way to get over a life is to start jumping on with somebody. You know.
Yeah.
And I actually mentioned yourself. I said, I can remember the first live that you came on with me. That you were quite shy. I was trying to get the conversation out of you, and the difference with you now is just wonderful to see. It's nice from my point of view as well because you come on with so much confidence, so much energy. Now you're going to be doing podcasts. You did your own live.
Yeah. It was so easy. I was thinking, I have to remember lines. Now it went just out, and it was, I'm so proud of you. Your English is better and good. And it was like, yeah, it goes naturally. It doesn't go like
it does.
Forced.
You know. I mean, you flow so easily now with your English. It's really, really good. It's it's nice to see.
It's because of you people were talking to me. That's why. Otherwise, it wasn't like that.
It's great to see, and like I said, I made those 2 posts in the 2 OLSP groups, and I had quite a few people comment say, yeah, I want to jump on with you. Yeah, I had a couple of DM. Yes, I'd love to get on with you. Only one so far, Leslie, is the only one who's actually gone from that. Yes, I want to, and done it. You know, but I said I can't make them jump on. They're
maybe in the Digital Divas, the women in OLSP, maybe we can get them on the podcast. Who are they? What did they do? How did they become in a program? What do they like? That's a matter to get them over the fears.
Yeah,
we empower women, so we have to do it.
It's great. It's a good name too. Digital Divas, I like that. It's nice and catchy. Rolls off the tongue, nice and good. So it's getting good. It's getting good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how many dominations do you have now?
4. Yeah.
4. Ooh.
4 and. One doesn't. Yeah, no. Only one is trying to get her, but he has already all internet site, everything, and he's trying to get his head around everything too. But he's a fast learner, and he's the only one that hasn't have a dominator herself.
Wow!
Well, I can put someone under him. If I see, okay, you're in the same time zone and resonate good with each other, or how you can teach your dominators, I don't mind. I will push some under you. I had 5. I took one under Leia because they are in the same time zone and they will go. They are doing great.
That makes sense. That's a sensible way to do things, definitely.
Yeah, because otherwise, if I'm sleeping or busy, then I cannot help him. So
And you had two
better
come
that,
straight.
yeah,
Two,
it's a
you
down.
had two go straight through to VIP as well, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
So is that 6 total, or is that 4 and 2 have gone VIP, or
No. I found now 4 Dominators and 2
4 actual
VIPs.
dominations now? Brilliant.
Yeah,
That's great work. Well done.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Just shows you, it shows you the consistency pays off, and you just got to keep doing what we do.
It comes easier and easier. People starting to know you. That you have to build not only the trust, but the people have to see you, know who you
Yes,
are. It's
absolutely.
like it's not really a fan club, but you're building a fan club.
Yes.
People who follow.
This is what I said. I was talking about it on my live on the way back from the gym this morning. I said, because there's a lot of people that want to come into the online space, if you like. Affiliate marketing is hugely popular at the moment, but on the flip side of that, what I was talking about, it is. But on the flip side of it, what I was talking about on the way back on my live this morning was there's a very low trust factor on online. This is the problem, and this is you've got these sort of two side by side. You've got loads of people want to come in and a low trust factor because they've either lost money, scammed themselves, or they know of a lot of people. And I said, I know friends that have lost thousands, literally thousands, you know, and we all know somebody. And because of that, there's this low trust factor. And I said, and the way to get over the trust factor is to connect with people that they think
and
this
build
person.
That trust again.
Yes, build that
because
trust.
Those people trust you. They're going to say, hey, but I know you're a big scam, but look at this what I'm in. That is your, how you say, your free commercial.
Yes. This is why when you put yourself, that was the point in my life this morning. Like I said, that's when you put yourself out there all the time, when you're putting yourself on doing Facebook Lives, doing social media, making reels, anything, you're making posts regular, whatever. People are seeing you, you know, they're going to go and look at your profile, or they're going to watch you for a good while. Quite a lot of people that just say because of this trust factor. But once they think, you know, this person's okay, what's going to happen, like you've had, they're going to come to you. They're going to reach out to you, like I did when I did my 50-day. This is what happens, and this is the message I'm trying to get across. If you just sit there behind and not, you know, and don't get yourself out there, you're going to struggle because the only way you can get around that is to sort of try and send loads of paid traffic and hope that somebody comes through that. But you're not going to find the right people like that either. No. You know, you got to get people connecting to you. It's like somebody said to me when we were talking about Derek. He said, "Oh, but I've looked at his reels. He doesn't get loads of views on them." I said, "No, okay. Let's say he gets 30 views per reel because he's low. Some of his reels are quite a low count." I said, "If I was an aid post at least once a day," they went right. I said, "Well, 30 views over 30 days is 1,000."
I have a reel.
So I said 30 views. It was over a month is 1,000. That's off one social media channel. He posts to Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and TikTok. So I said, let's say for argument's sake, he's only getting the same views on all of them. He's getting 4,000 to 5,000 views a month. And they went, "Oh, never looked at it like that." I said, numbers are nothing. Low numbers are nothing.
It's just a momentum that you're creating.
And this is the type people don't say, "Oh, he's only got 30 views." Yeah, but you might have 30 views over 5 channels. That's 150. You times that by 30, and they go, "Oh, never looked at it like that." You know, that's how you got to look at it. It's numbers, you know.
I still have one reel that I put up 4 months ago, and it has now 800 views over that time. In the beginning, 100, 200, and now 500.
Yes, because when people stumble on you, they'll watch one of your reels. What do? They go and look at what else you've done. Oh, let's look at this
and like it, and then the algorithm pushes it out more.
Yeah, this is the bit that people don't get. You got to say, don't get hung up on, "Oh, I've only got 20 views, or I've only got 30 views. It's irrelevant. You know, you say, you know, some of his reels might have only got 20, 30 views. He's made over $15,000 in OLSP. I think he knows what he's doing. You know, but what's he been? Consistent.
Yes.
Every day. You go on his timeline every single day.
Yes.
He's putting reels out, YouTube shorts, bump. It's the consistency. How many times have you said on here, keep watering the plant? It's one of your phrases.
It's
Keep feeding it.
growing.
Yes. It works, people. You just don't get hung up on low views. Doesn't mean anything. It's views. It's consistently, it's like my YouTube shorts. Some of my YouTube shorts only get 20, 30 views sometimes, low ones, but I'm getting a lot now that average between 1,500 and 2,000. A lot. My highest one is just short of 8,000.
If you have a post, an idea, let us see it like this. You have an idea of now. We have a podcast. Okay, one podcast. But with that, we have a podcast. It's coming out. I'm going to shout it out in Instagram, shout it out in Facebook, shout it out. Making a group, making a academy. We are building a Digital Diva Academy. So one idea. How many things are streaming out of it? I think about 10 things you can do with one idea minimum. Do not do one thing with one. It's putting in a lot of work, and you don't take everything out of it. I want to take everything out of it. Absolutely everything. Even email swipes from it. Even people with gifts that they get. Even people who want to join the academy. Everything. And that's how you do it. You have one subject, and you do a podcast around it. You do a Facebook shout out of it, a post, a blog, something you can a need magnet out of it. Everything out of one idea. And how many ideas do you have at a day? 5, 6? You do. But you don't recognize them. What do I have to post? Oh, it's lovely sun today, and it's getting autumn, and everything is changing. Well, here you have your Facebook post about changes.
Yes, it's as simple as that. I mean, that's one of the
changes.
It's so easy to find ideas. That's when I was doing my 50 days. One of my most common questions that I was getting was, I get people messaging me saying, how do you find ideas to do? How do you find so many different subjects to talk about on your lives? And
look at yourself.
So I want to do a live, but I don't know what to talk about. You say you're trying for one, and you've hit the nail on the head. I say I'll look around. I can go down the timeline and go, that's it, right? I'll talk about that. Or look at my DMs, look at a couple of questions. I'll talk about that. And I said,
your own life, You're standing up and you're thinking, oh, not this day again. Okay, you have a bad day. How can you go from a bad day waking up to, okay, I'm now fit to get myself up and running? That's an idea too,
Yeah. It's good. These answers are around you, people. Just don't sit there. And I also say, I used to say to the same people, I said, if all else fails, I said, if I'm really stuck, then I'll go to ChatGPT and say, I need something to,
give me an idea of the day.
Give me an idea to do a Facebook Live on based around affiliate market. And it's going to go, it's going to give you 10 ideas. You think, there you go, I'll talk about that.
Not only that, the news open up. I don't see news, only for ideas. Only if I say what's up with the world, what is the pain in the world. Go to
we don't watch news at home much now because there's never any good news. It's always bad news, isn't it? So, but these people, you think there's subjects all around you. Just look about. It's easy to do. There's not an excuse to say I don't know what to talk about. I haven't got a subject. If you can't think of one, jump onto ChatGPT and say, give me an idea for a Facebook Live.
Make a post. What keeps you up at night in a group?
Yeah,
many ideas.
I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, and then I'll flip it around and say, that's an idea for a Facebook Live. How do I get ideas for a Facebook Live? Well, and I'll make a live about that, and then, that's it's reverse psychology, isn't it? So there's a subject for a live. How do I make ideas for a Facebook Live or a blog post?
Yes.
I'm going to make a live about that.
That's how you become a creative affiliate marketer. Yeah. Not just pasting a link or taking posts of a program. No, be creative. It's all there.
It's like I don't know if you noticed yet. I've started a new thing for my second live of the afternoon at 5 o'clock. You might not have seen it because you've been super busy. I'm now doing something that I've created called Live at 5, and it's going to be nice thing to it, isn't it? It's Live at 5, where I'm just going to be mostly a lot of screen sharing and showing people how to do stuff.
Good, a lot of value. Yes,
absolutely. Wow. It came about from basically from my 2 Dominator calls. Funny enough, because when I was showing one of them on Saturday about, I was sharing my screen a lot, and I was showing him some bits, and he says, "This is really interesting." And he was the second person. So he said, "I don't know any of this," And I said, "Right." And he said, maybe some of your lives, you could show a bit more of this. He said, because I watched some of them back. And he's the second one to say that. So you start thinking, they could have something here. So, all right. So I said, oh, no, I'm going to start dedicating my 5 o'clock in the afternoon one now, live at 5, to do showing stuff, And it is difficult. I was talking about with my wife earlier when we were out this morning. And I said, it's easy sometimes because I've been online on and off for a long time, and I've got a lot of knowledge. And sometimes you forget, if this comes across right, Els, you'd probably understand. Sometimes I forget how much I actually know. Yes. I know how much to know. And then sometimes I say to people, oh, yeah, but just go and use that. And they go, what's that? And I'm thinking, right, sometimes you have to put your head back into a newbie state. They don't know this stuff.
It's like teaching someone to drive a car.
Yes, absolutely.
It's terrible.
It is,
You're doing it like it's nothing, and then you're teaching it, it's like, oh.
Because I was showing him some stuff about some emails, and then I showed him some stuff around TD pages, and then I showed him how to make a new page again, because he was a bit unsure on it. He hasn't been with TD pages that long. He took a little while to join that. And then I said to him, once you made a page, I said, use something like 10-minute mail and go and test it out. And he just went, and I said, you don't know what 10-minute mail is, do you? He went, never heard of it. Right, okay, and I then did a live on it the next day. I was like, 10-minute mail, because you're thinking these little things that we've know all about. I said, 10-minute mail is wonderful, never heard of it, didn't know what it was, I didn't know how you used it. When I showed him it, he was like, wow, you actually get the messages in an inbox. I said, yeah. I said, there's no better way to test out a page than 10-minute mail.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, that's easy, and it's just
and I said,
is that the best way?
Because he said, I normally try one mail, then a different email, then a different email.
No, those are there for that.
I said, that's what it's there for. I said, it would test the page out and make sure it goes to the right place. It won't bounce. It's not a dummy email. I said, it's going to show you the emails that come in. I showed him it. He's gone, wow, this is amazing. Yeah. So I said, I'm going to do a live on this. I was just, it's something that I've known a long time. Someone that told me once.
Yeah.
Then you have to start thinking, right, I've got to see how much I actually know, that's a brilliant analogy. It's like teach someone to drive a car, right? Where would you start? Right at the basics. Okay, so so that's my new thing. Live at 5. I'm going to be doing a lot of screen sharing. I don't intend them to be a long live, but the idea is between 5 and 10 minutes, maybe just a few minutes, saying this is how you do this.
Do this, just one subject.
So
perfect.
One subject, show people some stuff. Yes. I mean, because your Leah made me laugh. I call her your Leah now. When I showed her stuff about a blog, and then she's like, "This is really good," and she said, "Is there anything you haven't done?" And I said, "I don't know, maybe not." Because and I was like, "That's when you realise you think, yeah, I've picked up a lot of stuff over the years, and utilise it a bit more." So
indeed.
That's what I'm going to be doing. Live at 5.
Live at 5.
It's quite good, isn't it? Live at 5.
Yeah.
So that's what I'll be doing later on. You got your first podcast this evening. Do you want to give it a quick shout out for those
It's
women
just
listening?
who the digital divas. Who are they? We're beginning with two. We are the CEO of our digital divas, and who are we? Our little story, where we came from, and yeah, that's built.
And where can they find this? Where are you going to be? How do they find your podcast?
I think on my Facebook I will post it, and it's in an event. Yeah, just find the event in my Facebook.
Okie dokie. There we go.
Yeah.
So thanks for jumping on yet again. You jumped on out of the blue, which is lovely. Always, you're always welcome. You're my hostess. You're my personal assistant. Here comes my cup. Here comes my cup of tea.
What a service! Oh,
what service? She said. Yes, my wife just brings me a cup of tea. She just woke up from her afternoon sleep and just brought me a cup of tea, which is
nice.
wonderful. How nice. Okay, Els, thanks as always. Well done on yet another Dominator. Keep up the good work. Well deserved for the hours and the effort you
We're
put in.
building teams up, and we're getting there.
We're getting there, you know.
We do.
So everybody else, thanks for watching. Go check out the Digital Divas podcast later on.
Yes.
Jump back with me later on if you're watching live at 5. I'll do a quick demonstration or try and put as much content and some value out there. So whatever you're doing, have a great day, afternoon or evening. Thanks for watching and cheers and bye for now. We'll catch you on the next live. Cheers. See ya.